Hello, hello, Shauna Marie Fisher here for my free Sunday Night Live mini animal communication readings. Just going to give everybody a minute to come on. Now, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had to do some technical stuff here and it took a little minute or so, but here I am. Happy Sunday to you. Happy May 22nd. It's 5/22/22. Woohoo. So, hey, Emmy, good to see you. Hello, hello. And I think I see April here too. Or maybe it might just be Emmy. I don't know. I thought I recognized the April on here too. Hey, Lee, good to see you, Lee. Yay, good to see you. And Emmy and whoever else is here. Chose three people, but I only see two of you here. April. Hey, April. I thought it was you. I was like, I think that's April on there. Sorry, as I like kind of mess with my hair. And hey, Patty, good to see you. And oh my goodness, it's warm and up here today. I think it was like in the 70s here in the Pacific Northwest in Vancouver, Washington today, Vancouver, Washington, sorry. Which is really nice, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. So great to see you all here. And I'm just going to give everybody a minute just to come on here. And I hear Coolip drinking water in the other room. Man, my dogs are loud water drinkers. I don't know if your guys' pets are loud water drinkers too, but man, my fur babies are loud water drinkers. So there's that. I'm just gonna see if anybody has any questions. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, so there you go. And I love that it's still light outside right now. I love that so much with the like kind of spring into summer, because I know summer is just around the corner, right? Which is so exciting. So yeah. So I'm gonna see who else comes on. Sorry, I look kind of washed out today, but I guess that happens sometimes. Whatever. What can you do? I'm still here, and you know what? That's all that matters. I'm here and I'm ready for you guys. And Cool Lips ready back there. You can see she's rolling around on the couch having fun. And then Nugget is gonna jump up to play with her. As you can see, she's like, let's play, let's play, let's play. Ooh, Emmy. All right. Emmy says, I bought Popeye a strange hammock this week. Since he told me he wanted one. How does he feel about how does he feel about it? He says, ooh, it's interesting. He's like, how much does it swing? And he's like, it doesn't swing too much, right? He's like, it doesn't swing he's like, it doesn't swing too much, right? He's like, it's not gonna like tip me over. He's like, I'm still kind of getting used to that. So he's like, ooh, this is interesting, this new hammock thing. He's like, what's that all about? So that's what he says there. And hey, Kayla. All right. So let's see here. And Patty, okay. So yeah. So he says, give it some time, and he's gonna like glide himself into that and show him how well he's supported in that. So he's like, this is gonna be fun. It's like, this is gonna be fun. Woohoo, woohoo. So there you go. Um, okay. And then Patty, oh my goodness, she says, something funny just happened to Dutton. Wonder if he could explain. He may say not so funny. He's like, hey, he makes me think of like somebody that just kind of like tripped or something and like lost their footing somehow and kind of like got stuck in something. He's showing me like some like mucky muck, and he like whoop like this, with his whole all his might and all his force. So he's like, dun dun dun. He's like, he says he's glad that you got a good chuckle out of it. He's like, he's glad you got a good chuckle out of it. And I don't know if that's the thing that you're talking about, but that's what he's showing me is that. And it's like he kind of like he's like, I lost my footing and my head went boop boop. And so he says he recovered. He says he recovered really quickly, and I don't know if that's the thing that you're talking about, but that's what when I tune into Dutton, that's the first thing that he shows me, and he's showing me like whatever it was. He says he's glad that you got a good chuckle out of it. He's like, I'm glad you got a good chuckle out of it. He's like, good for you, is what he says. Oh my goodness. So Dutton. Oh my goodness. And T is like, lighten up, Dutton. He's like, it's okay. He's like, lighten up. It's okay. He's like, it's okay. It's totally fine. Is what he says there. And uh, Emmy says, sounds like Popeye likes the hammock. Thank you. You're so welcome. Yes, he does. He likes it. I think Nugget wants to say hi. Let me see if she'll come up here. Nugget, you want to say hi? Come here. Because she is just standing over there, but maybe now she's not. Maybe now she's like, no, I don't want to say hi. She's kind of funny like that. So, but anyway, so hopefully that makes sense, Patty. That's all Dutton wanted to show me. And then he showed me like I got mud on my face too. He's like, I got mud on my face. He's like, ah. So there we go. And hey, Tosh, good to see you, friend. You said recently I've been leaving Harper out of the kennel. When she's home alone. What does she? Oh, and hey, Lisa. What does she think of that? She says, whoa. She was like having me like walk like this, like go like this. She's like, whoa. She's like, this is all mine. She's like, bada bada bomb. This is fun. She's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. She's like, this is so much fun. She's like, whoa. She's like, this is all mine. This is all mine. She like loves it. And she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. She's like, this is so much fun. She's like, this is so much fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. So she's like, no, 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 no. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. She like is so excited. She like has to like think about it for a second, be like, oh, okay, like I have this free reign. She's like, oh boy. She's like, I like it, like it, like it, like it. She says, I like it, like it, like it, like it, like it, is what she says. So that's awesome. Fun little Harper. I love her. And hey, Lisa, good to see you. And thanks for tagging somebody, Lisa. That's awesome. Help spreading the word. Thank you. And hey, Jared, and hey, Sharon, good to see you guys. So let's see here. I'm going to see if anybody has any comments. Yeah, because that means so much to me. Like when you guys share or tag the video, or too when you tell people about me too, people you know that might be having something going on with your pet, like that really means so much, because really hey Jared, good to see you. Referrals are where it's at, right? Like referrals are so huge, for us small business entrepreneurs, right? Referrals, and especially with what I do too, it really helps for somebody to have had that firsthand experience or know a little bit about it, for somebody else maybe to be like, oh, okay, this is something that I really want to try and it sounds really cool. So that's just so that's one of those things. So oh my goodness. So oh my goodness. Let's see, Patty. Oh my goodness. So Patty says, OMG, I put a fly sheet on him. It scared him. He took it off super fast, running, panic, bolted. He tossed off one of his hoof boots. Of course, fly sheet stayed on him. So he thought something was chasing him. Then he just stopped cold and I rescued him. Oh my goodness. I can like see it more now. It's like I want to play like some funny music with it, like that goes with a comical thing like that. And he said, you nailed it. It just happened 5 minutes ago, verified. Oh my goodness. Funny little Dutton. Oh my goodness. Oh, Dutton, right? They remind us we gotta have humor, right? We gotta have humor, right? Humor is such an important thing, right? Such an important thing. So there we go. So there's that. And hey, Darlene, and hey, Mandy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well too, Mandy. And then let's see here. So I'm going to go to your question here in a second, Darlene. I'm going to go to Jared first, because that's the one that I feel is calling me stronger right now. So, and then I'm going to go to your question, Darlene. So Jared says, Agnes is acting like aches are controlling her. What is she feeling? I'd love to do whatever will make her feel more mobile. So what she's showing me is it's like my back end. She's like, she says my back end feels heavy and achy. And as I'm tuning into her, kind of like my thighs are starting to kind of bother me on the outside. So she's like, my back end feels kind of like weaky. It feels kind of like weaky and whoopy, like weaky. So So doing some like massage and things like that will help her too. And I've been actually meaning to reach out to you too, Jared. So I'm gonna be sending you a message, if not tonight, tomorrow. So I feel like doing some of that and too, and maybe if doing some like massage, acupressure, things like that, I think will definitely help her and give her a little support on her back end too, especially when I'm getting up. She says when I'm getting up, that extra little support and like more like kind of carpeted footing helps me because I'm really like slippy on things. So I need like some extra support with my hind end. So just giving me some extra support there. You might want to check with your vet too to see if they can there's Rimadyl and Carprofen that you can give, right? But there's also something called Galliprant, and Galliprant doesn't have like the hard effects like on the kidneys and the liver like some of that Carprofen does. So I would check with your vet to see about maybe getting some Galliprant for her, and then also to maybe check with your vet to see if they recommend like a pet CBD oil as well. I feel like something like that will help Agnes. Oh my goodness. And she says, thank you for loving me so much. She says, thank you for loving me so much. And she says she just loves you, loves you, loves you. So there's that. And then let's see here. So hopefully that helps and sending loads of love Agnes's way. And then Patty says, funny how the hoof connection is what he got across. It flew off at a gallop. Oh my goodness. And then Patty says, T had his first bodywork session. He was very responsive. Any messages from him. He looks fantastic. And then T says like this, he's like, boo, he's like, I am perfection. He's like, I am the perfect one. T says, I am the absolute most perfect one. He's like, if anybody else could be as perfect as me, it's not possible because I'm perfect. And he loves the body work. And he's like, it's about time I had some for myself. So he's like, thank you. He's like, it's about time. He's like, bring on some more. He's like, bring on some more, bring on some more. He's like, I really love that. So there's that. And Jared says, thanks so much. You're amazing. Oh, you're so welcome, Jared. Happy to help. Oh my goodness. Sweet Agnes. And then I see Mandy's question and then Darlene here and then Lisa. And then so Lisa says, was Chloe Grace afraid of the storms last night? She's like, "Rrr." She's like, she didn't like loud crashing that she heard. She's making me hear like I heard branches and kind of like loud stuff. And like I didn't like that. And I just wanted to curl up. I wanted to curl up is what she's showing me. And then let's see here. And then, hello, Darlene. Good to see you. Said, I'm asking for my buddy Maddie, that beautiful thoroughbred. Something has been up with his right eyes, and doctors can't figure out what it is. X-rays and meds, nothing is working. I'd love to know how it can be helped. So I definitely get that. It's like when I tune into Maddie's eye is there's something that's like it's like I just want to kind of cover my eye like this. I want to cover my eye like this. It's like there's something impeding it, and it's like there's almost like kind of like dusty particles in my eye. It's like there's dusty particles, and it's kind of like a dry stiffness that's in my eyes as well. That's just kind of what I pick up on in the surface level of him. So maybe there's some like ointment or something that she can get. And then also too, I'm getting maybe if she could have somebody to do some like cranial sacral work and maybe do some work around like kind of that head and neck area and like around his eyes too. I get something like that, but definitely feel free to have her reach out to me because I definitely feel like that's just kind of like scratching the surface. But I feel like Maddie's like, yeah. There's so much more going on with that, and it's just like helping to like move that energy out and get that flow because it's like I just want to like close my eye. It's just like my eye isn't having the movement or the flexibility that it usually does. So that's what I get with that. So sending so much love to sweet Maddie. So hopefully that helps. And then Patty says about T, he's near perfect. She's back in 2 weeks. He has been so patient, excited. So yay. So there is that. And then Mandy says, any feeling on how my girl Fifi feels about being the center of our business. Please answer more questions from others first. Oh no, your question is so important, Mandy, too, because what she says, she's like, yes, like, and hey, Ava, or Ava, sorry. She says yes, 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 like, oh, I love being the center of it all, and she's like, of course. She's like, I am the center of it all, and she's like, I love it. And she says you said, let's see, Fifi says, yes, yes, yes. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. And she says she wants like more pictures of me. I need more pictures of me, more pictures of me, like more pictures of me because I photograph beautifully and I need more pictures of me because I am so beautiful is what Fifi says. Fifi's like, I am so beautiful and get like all my good angles and all my fabulous angles because I am fabulous is what Fifi says. I love that. So and you says that is absolutely her. I love it because she's like who else would you have is what she says. She's like who else would it be? She's like it's me. She's like it's me, and of course it's me. And she's like why wouldn't it be me? She says. And hey Sandy, good to see you. So let's see here. And then Mandy says you love T's outlook on being perfect. LOL. Right? Yeah, like it's so cool, right? The animals remind us that it's like okay to like, like be like who we are and embrace all those aspects of ourselves. Like it's really good, right? And hey Christina, good to see you. And then Mandy says that's absolutely her. I tell her every day how beautiful she is. I love that. And you said yes, she does pose for all the business pics. Awesome. I love that. And she says I'm so good. And she says take out the ones that aren't the good ones because she's like it's only the good ones. You got to capture all my goodness. She says it's all the goodness. She's like don't put the ones that aren't perfect. She says capture just the ones that are like absolutely like that get all my beautiful essence. She says so. And you're so welcome, Darlene. So yeah, give Maddie's person my best and feel free to have them reach out if they have more deeper questions. Because I definitely feel like if I tuned into him, like on a deeper level, other than just doing like a Facebook Live, I definitely feel like more stuff would come because it's just like there's something with my eye that's just it doesn't have that movement. It just feels like the flow is stagnated in my eye, is what I get from Maddie. So there's that. And I already said, good to see you, Christina. I was like, wait, where did I leave off on the comments? And Mandy has those happy faces. I love it. So let's see here. I'm going to see who else has questions here. And I'm so amazed. Both my dogs are being so quiet tonight. It's so nice. They're being quiet. It's like, look at that. I love that. So let's see here. Let's see here. Emmy says, I gave a stand standoffish rescue goat named Violet Reiki. How did she feel about it? She says at first she's like, ooh, what's this all like radiating from here? She's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But then she says when she really got into it, she could feel it and she really liked what you were doing. So she says, thank you, thank you, thank you. She really liked what you were doing. So she's like, ooh, yeah. She's like, keep it up. She's like, I'm intrigued even more and more now. She's like, I'm intrigued. She's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So there's that. And then Christina says, my question is about my puppy Theo. I love that name, Theo. It like that just fits him so perfectly. Let's see here. He is still limping and not putting much weight on his rear leg. The vet said it's a ligament tear. What does he need from me to heal? And then, oh, Mandy's asking about joint supplements. Yeah, there's some joint supplements that could maybe ask your vet if they recommend any of those. I actually had Cool-Up on this chew. It was called Synovi G4, and that actually really helped. And I would look at maybe doing some maybe kinesiology taping. There's a really great book. It's called Kinesiology Taping for Dogs, I believe is the name of it. And it's really, that might help, and look at maybe doing that. And then if you can't find that book, let me know and I could get you a link for it. I think it's like kinesiology taping for canines, and it's like a black book, is what it is, with a little bit of green on it. So I can, if you can't find it, I feel like that would help. And doing some massage. There's a book called The Dog Lover's Guide to Massage. I feel like doing some massage would really help, and just to kind of give that a lot of rest, to give that ligament a lot of rest. I feel like that's gonna help too, and definitely do some, maybe like some energy work and all of that too. And I feel like the rest is really huge. And Theo's like, remind me of the rest, remind me of the rest, remind me of that rest that I need to do for that. Theo says that that's really important. Remind me of that rest. And I know I'm remembering right. I think that it's ligaments that take the longest to heal, if I'm remembering right from my massage studies. I think it's ligaments that take a little bit longer to heal, if I am remembering right. So I would definitely look into all your with your vet to see what kind of like supplements or things that they do. And I definitely feel like doing some massage. So I just want to kind of move my hands like this. Doing some massage will help too. And there's that book, like I said, The Canine Lover's Guide to Massage. And that's by Megan Allnault. I think it's like Aruyelt. So hopefully I'm spelling that right. And if you have trouble finding any of that, definitely let me know. But I feel like that will, it's just going to take some time to heal from that. And then, hey, Linda and Karen and Lisa, good to see you. Sorry, my dogs are barking at the neighbors. The neighbors just came home, and they're like, hey, 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 alert, alert. So it's okay. It's just the neighbors that live across the hall, girls. It's okay. They're nice people. It's okay. We like them. They're nice. It's okay. I always like to remind them and thank them and acknowledge them, right? Because they're, doing their job of protecting. And I like to acknowledge my girls and say, okay, I hear you. Because that can help sometimes. Well, with Cool-Up, not so much, because Cool-Up, Cool-Up, come here. Gets distracted with the barking, but she just gets all excited. So hopefully they simmer down. So sorry about the barking. Cool-Up, it's okay. Come here, Cool-Up. Let's see. Now I'm sure they'll be quiet in a second, but hey, it's okay. They're doing their job, right? So that's good. So I'm grateful for that, because I know somebody tried to break in here. I know my dogs would have my back, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for them for that. So there we go. So usually she would go a little bit not a longer, but since I acknowledged her, she's like, okay, it's good. Just make sure you're listening. Exactly, right. And then Emmy says, thank you. I'll give Violet more Reiki next week. And then you're welcome, Christina, here for any other support you need, Christina. And then Mandy, I love that. You say, sometimes when my dogs bark, I tell them, thank you, that's enough. When I'm lucky, it works. Right? Exactly. Right? Oh my goodness. Right? It's like, okay, I try to do that too, and like try not to like amplify their barking tone, because then they're like, we're gonna go even crazier. But I tried to just acknowledge and be like, okay, thank you for letting me know. I see you and I hear you, so thank you. Because it's like, oh man. But sometimes if they're in their like frame of mind and they just want to do it, they just do it. So it's just like, okay, that's, we gotta like let them know, like you're saying, right, to thank them, right? Because it's good, because it's like, hey, they're doing their job, right? So there's that. So, and Cool-Up's like, wait, because we just had new people move across the hall, and it's a really really awesome new couple that moved in across the hall with their little baby, and I think they have a little dog, and they're really sweet. So it's good. It's nice. I'm grateful that nice people moved in across the hall. It's like hallelujah, right? Because you never know when you live in an apartment, right, how that could go. So yes, Erica, can I get a message from my animals? So they're like, we want some more toys, like more play, play, play. We want to like move our paws around, and we want to have more play, play, play. We want to have more play, play, play is what they say. They're like, play, play, play. We want to bat, 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 have fun, 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 and like have a toy that we can all play with together. We want to have a toy we can all play with together and have so much fun, so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. So they're like, yay. They're like, yes, yes, yes. They're like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Lisa, I love this question. Lisa says, did Chloe like her massage tonight? She's like, oh, she's like, yes. And she's having to like want to go like this with my arm. She says, yes, yes, yes. She's like, I loved it. She's like, it was so nice. She's like, when do I get another one? She's like, I could go for some more pampering. She's like, I love it. Especially like the middle part of her body as they like work toward like the back part of her body. She's like, oh boy. She's like, it's nice. She's like, it felt so nice. She's like, I like that. She's like, yes, yes, yes. So she's like, I like that. So she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. She's like, mama. She's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. She loved it, 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 loved it. And you're so welcome, Erica. Oh my goodness, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. So there we go. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do because Kulip's quiet now. What am I supposed to do, right? She's like, what am I supposed to do? Good girl for letting me know, Kulip. I know. It's just the nice people across the hall. She's like, see? You're so welcome, Lisa. Yeah, and Chloe, she's like, as I'm touching Kulip right now, Chloe is kind of coming through. She's like, oh, yes. She's like, I like the magic touches the best. Chloe's like, I like the magic. She's like, the magic touches are the best. Chloe's like, I love the magic touches. She's like, give me the magic touches. She's like, that's what it's all about. And she says she loves that so much. And look at that. See, my girls don't disappoint. They are going to go and play right behind me because they always got to do that, at least for like one part of my Sunday night live. My girls got to play, right? They're like, hey, they're like, we want to be part of the live too. And hey, Shanda, good to see you, Shanda. Shanda is the most amazing publisher ever, and she just actually finished up this like book writing challenge, which kind of like got me thinking and like kind of starting to work on what my next book is going to be, and so that is super exciting. So yeah, so I gotta get to working on that, but it's like, you know, kind of stirring up some creativity in me. And you're so welcome, Shanda. So if any of you here that are listening, like, what you all know, I have this beautiful book right here. I always keep it behind me, my soulmate dog book about my yellow lab Luna. So if you guys have an idea of like, hey, I'd really like to have you write about this, or I'd really like a book about this, definitely please feel free to put it in the comments or send me a message and be like, hey, this is what I would really like you to focus on. And I know, me too, Shanda. Shanda says, yay, can't wait for your next book. I know, me too. I'm just like, oh, which one is it going to be? Because I kind of was thinking I could do like a book about animal communication and do some like little exercises. I was thinking I could do one about death and beyond, about animals that have passed on and about messages from them. I was thinking I could do a book about like reincarnation and animals that have come back and share about the story about my Leo cat and the multiple lives that he's had with me. I was thinking I could share that story. Or, you know, just maybe have like a collection of stories. I just don't know. It's just, there's so much that I want to do. So I just kind of got to narrow it down. So any of you that are listening, I would love your feedback to see kind of what you're thinking. So there we go. And yes, I love that, Shanda. Shanda says you can write all those books. Yes, I love that. Right now I was kind of thinking, I was like, ooh, maybe I could kind of do like a combo book where it could touch like a little bit on each one of those things, or I could do like individual ones. I'm like, but I love it because writing is amazing, and it's so good to connect with people in that way. And you're so welcome, Mandy. I'm happy to help you connect with Fifi tonight. You are so welcome. I'm so happy to help you connect with Fifi. And oh my goodness, my dogs are now. See, I shouldn't have jinxed myself and said they were being quiet because now they're going to be. And I promise you, they really do love each other, and they just say that's how they play. They play super rough, and that's just how they play. So I promise you, they have never hurt each other. They just really get into the play with each other, so it's fun. Ooh, I love that, Emmy. Thank you. Emmy says, I see a series of individual books. Ooh, I like that, Emmy. That could be, I like that. That's cool. Thank you. I like that. So yes. So thank you for that feedback. I love that. Yes, yes, yes. Because it's like, even if there's other people that have written about that, I think it's really important, to kind of share one's perspective on things, right? Because it's like everybody has different stories to tell, and we all have our unique spin on it, right? So it's like you can't let that stop. You got to share your voice, right? Because people like to read, and people are drawn to different authors and different things, and so there we go. So yes, yes, yes. Shanda says yes, right? I agree. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. So now I kind of got kind of new mojo going with working on another book while I still promote this beautiful book too, and put it out there. And Shanda says exactly yes. And what's really cool too, I'm going to do like a official post about it, but what's really awesome is here where I live by Portland, Oregon, and there's a store called New Renaissance Bookshop, and I actually reached out to them about my book, and they actually bought copies of my book, which I'm so excited. So I need to share for people that it's available there. But what's cool is I looked on their website, and they have it now available there in Portland, Oregon at New Renaissance Bookshop. You can actually buy it online through them, or you can go to the store in person. So I plan to make a trip to the store this week because I want to see my book at a bookstore, on the shelf. I was so excited that they were able to, that they got copies. I was like, yay. So that's so exciting. So it just feels so good. It's like I can pinch myself. So yes. And then Shanda says, congrats. Take a picture. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was thinking I would do two things. I was thinking of taking a picture of the book on the shelf, but then thinking of taking a selfie with me with the book behind me. I don't know. I was gonna play with that because I think it'd be super fun, and I haven't been to that store in a long time, so it's amazing. So there we go. So woohoo. So that is that, right? Shanda says yes, right? Exactly, yes. And then Emmy says, Shanda trope with a case to hold all 6 books, order one at a time, or order the set, right? Yeah, right, exactly. I like that. Yeah, you probably I could probably do when I do more, I could probably do a set, a collection of books, right? Or people could buy them individually too. So yes. And then Shanda says, yes, Emmy has the right idea. Exactly, right? Because I love it. I actually know a friend that writes more oh gosh, I always get fiction and nonfiction mixed up. She writes fiction books. I have 2 friends that write fiction books, and one of my friends that writes fiction books, she does post all the time where she'll have a series of books that she'll put out there, which is really really cool. So I like that. I see more stuff coming, and the Luna's book was just the beginning for me. So I'm super excited to do more. I never thought that I would want to write another book. I was like, okay, let me get the first one done. And now it's like, okay, I can see where people write multiple books. And then I want to, let's see here. Yeah, so there's that. So it's good to read and write and all that. And I want to read you just a little part of here. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if I can maybe see who's on here, maybe read a little part of, okay, I'm just going to read you a little part of this one chapter. I think it's the end of chapter 7. It says, let's see here, Luna and Leo had many moments of playing together. There's a picture I captured of them when Leo first entered our lives and one toward the end of Luna's life. They're almost identical to each other, just showing how important familiar comfort is, right? So, really, like the animals remind us of that familiar comfort, right? And how important it is. So, some of you maybe that have had an animal that has passed on, and then there's still another animal in the house. Sometimes leaving those things for them that are that familiar comfort of that other animal can definitely really help them to be able to have that, because it can just help to give them that other comfort as they process that grief too, because animals do process grief of another pet that's in their life that's no longer there too. They process grief just like we do. So there's that. So that's just a little, like, kind of little short little excerpt there. And hey, Rick, good to see you. So I'm going to see if anybody has any questions here. And I hope Daisy May is doing good. Chanda, and that's Tucker and Luna are doing good as well. And I think I'm going to get ready to wrap it up here, because I don't have as many people on, but it's probably because I got on a little bit late today, which, hey, that's okay. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. And then next Sunday, I'm going to be like right on the dot, right on the money, like right at 7. So then you guys all know that I'm here. So I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I will look forward to seeing you next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So thanks so much for tuning in, and bye for now. And I hope you all have a fantastic night and a fantastic week ahead. All right. Much love. Bye for now.